This I don't fully understand, but I'm glad it happened. We go to Somerset, Kentucky, where apparently somebody has a model of the General Lee, which was an old, I forget what year, but an old Dodge Charger. Mm-hmm. And the problem I saw with this is at the end is they didn't weld the doors like they did in the show because it was meant to be a NASCAR.
Right.
They had this. They had braces and cameras to catch it from all different angles, and they closed down the center of a city.
Yeah, so that looked like a 1969 Charger.
So this thing could tear ass through the center of Somerset, Kentucky, jump a fountain, and then land. Now, is it that big of a deal compared to other cities, what they do to celebrate stuff? No. Do I wish bigger cities had this? Absolutely. Would you like to see this going down Fifth Avenue?
I was gonna say, do you cater it to like the car of that area? Like maybe like you see like an old school like 80s style like New York cab, do a big jump like that, kind of be
no, because who cares about a cab?
We just do a General Lee's.
The General Lee was because most of the filler of that episode was just the car driving through dirt trails and doing jumps to avoid Roscoe P. Coltrane and Boss Hogg. That was the brilliance and the entertainment of that show. And then to hear the Dixie horn, like as it goes to jump. Yeah, but I would love to see like for New York. So maybe you had an Ecto 1 model.
Yes.
Just run and jump and hit a ramp and jump something. Jump the booth that sells tickets in the center of Times Square for Broadway. Anything like that. I still don't know what the reason was that they did this. I am glad that they did it. The fountain is shooting really, really like vivid blue water. And people just kept saying online that this was a gender reveal. Now, if that was the case, wow. But it's obviously not the case.
So this is part of this is Fountain Square Park in Somerset, Kentucky. The stunt was the main event at the Summer Nights Cruise event. The jump was dedicated to Rick Hurst, the actor who played Deputy Cletus Hogg in the television series, who passed away 2 days before the stunt. So I didn't know he had passed away.
So this stunt came together that fast to celebrate him passing?
No, I think it came together and then
just timing wise, it worked out.
It just happened to be the same time.
So what's do they do this annually, or was this a charity event, or was this just something? Because how do you get the city to approve closing down the center of the city to do this?
I don't know if they do it every year. This is the first I've heard of something like this.
They should do that for New Year's Eve. If you want the world to stop paying attention to the dumb ball in New York City dropping, it's like we take you now to Somerset, Kentucky, where the General Lee is going to jump through like a hoop of fire or something. There's nothing going on in the Central Time Zone.
No, they're bored.
Do that. We got to push. I
think this
online.
Should be an every year thing.
This should be their New Year's Eve celebration. You get you have that whole town square set up like how they do American Ninja. Mm-hmm. You know, it's on the back lot of a movie, or when they bring it to cities, they close down a couple of blocks in an industrial area and set it all up with the lighting, the rigs, all of that stuff. Do that, set it up, have spotlights, have cameras, and just broadcast that as the clock strikes midnight in the Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
It'd be huge. No one would give a shit about the Vegas fireworks. I don't think there's anything on the West Coast that anyone cares about because everybody's gone to bed.
We have the giant tortilla chip drop from Taco Bell down in Tucson.
Arizona's always trying to get into everybody's business.
We gotta do it.
No, here's what they care about. They care about Australia, and then was it Singapore? The places that go first.
Yeah, usually like
it's Singapore,
Hong Kong. I think it's like Hong Kong, Australia, Hong Kong, and it's usually like midday our time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's like Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, because the fireworks go off the Sydney Bridge. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, because you're watching it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you don't give a shit about it until the East Coast. And by the time the West Coast is celebrating, most of the country went to bed because it's such an uneventful
I guess I was going to say,
holiday.
I can't remember anything being super important this year. I think most of the coverage I was watching on like Disney Plus because they have all the live features now where some of the news organizations are coming through. Like it's become kind of a non-holiday really.
Anyway, back to the point here. We've trailed off too much. I found a bunch of different angles.
Right.
And I put it all together here. Here's the General Lee jump.
So cool.
Oh my goodness.
See? Doors weren't welded.
This is how basic we really are as people. Like, this is exciting for me. Like, this would be the highlight of my week if I had gone to see this. Even if I was buried in the back of the crowd, just seeing that thing jump in real life and then just smashing down, I would have been like, well, that's it. There's nothing going to be better this week. That's it. That's my favorite thing in the world. Like, that is super cool. Like, I would want to see Kit from Knight Rider do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want all the TV cars.
The A-Team van.
Fucking Airwolf coming in, taking pictures of it. Like, just get it all in there.
Every kind of classic car. Some kind of Bond car, where it's doing the
like
oil
Aston
slick.
Martin
Smoke is shooting out the back. Something.
Right.
Big Red Tower saying a General Lee copy probably costs a fortune to build nowadays. Well, looking at this video here, it looks like the doors aren't legit doors. It looks like they just put sheet metal or something
something like that.
Yeah, just to make it look like that. They really should have invested in the horn to do this. Now, if this is the first time they're doing it, okay, fine. But next year, if you're going to do this, get the horn. The horn is essential for jumping that ramp. Because if it hits that ramp and you hear everyone's going fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He's like, yeah, you're right. It looks like a cheapened build. Yeah, I think that was the case that they did this because they knew it was just going to not survive the jump.
No.
Jared saying, I can't stand by while they wreck all these classic Chargers. Look, people do what they want to do. And look, if they're going to wreck it, I'm glad it's this way. How'd you destroy that car? Oh, he did a jump through a fountain in the center of a city.
He jumped 150 feet in Kentucky.
Perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. In fact, I'd like to donate since I know insurance isn't going to cover it. I would like to cut you a check.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. You want to watch it one more time?
Oh, please. You're right. They need the horn.
Yeah.
Like, they should have hit that right as they hit that jump. Oh, look at that. Oh. This is the angle I like, because you see it going toward people, and you almost don't know the distance.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's like, oh, shit.
I want to point this out.
Like, where's the angle of that guy with the camera? He had a camera down there. I want to see that thing coming at that camera. Like, we got to find that footage.
I haven't found that footage yet. I was looking all over because I see the cameras off the side and off the back there. I'm like, I want to see, and I'm sure there's a dash cam or something. And that when the car was hitting the barrier wall to slow down, there was a guy who had the camera on the street that picked it up and ran off to the side. I want to see all of that.
That's the footage I want, yeah.
I haven't found any of that yet. This is all fan footage of everybody watching it. I want to point this out here. On the top of the General Lee, they kept the stars and bars.
They have to.
No, I know, but in today's thing, anything remotely resembling history or something that could be considered an inch of racism. Now, obviously, yes, but you would get destroyed for all of this stuff. The fact that they left it on there intact as the actual car was impressive.
Yeah,
I was amazed that they kept the look, the integrity of the vehicle from the show in check for this jump here. So I
love that. That's fantastic.
I salute the people of Somerset, Kentucky.
It's Eric Nagel. Follow the show on all social medias at It's Eric Nagel for ways to watch or listen to the show, both live and on demand. Go to itsericnagel.com.